We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way. We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way. We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way.
Welcome everyone to men's soccer OCAA action here at Vassos Field. We have the host Durham Lords taking on the visiting Centennial Colts. Both teams looking in for a good game today, and we're going to see just how this one shapes out as we go down the line here. The Colts walk into this one 3-0-1, and the Lords 2-1-1 respectively. Colts more than a few goals to their name now. Of course, capped off in a 12-0 win versus Fleming to put themselves to 20 goals for and only 2 goals against on the season. The Lords, on the other side, have 7 goals for and 8 goals against, looking to bring themselves back to even on that regard. We're going to send you guys over to in-house commentary, and we will be back in just a brief moment.
Centennial College, Durham College is situated on the traditional lands of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation. We are thankful to be welcomed on these lands in friendship, and we respect the long-standing relationships that Indigenous peoples have with this territory. Ladies and gentlemen, now we ask, do you please rise if able and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. And now, for the starting lineup for the visiting Centennial Colts. Number 1, Joshua Narain. Number 5, Dante Forte. Number 6, Marco Supa. Number 7, John Austin. Number 8, Yasmar Anai. Number 9, Yahaya Al Dasuki. Number 13, Luca Ferrari. Number 14, Diego Barres. Number 15, Duarte Pereira Oliveira. Number 18, Amadio Kamara. And number 21, Vincent Alvin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Number 2, Tegan Marks. Number 3, Kieran Sinatiaya. Number 4, Ariel Huerta. Number 8, Jaden Gooden. Number 9, DeAndre Watkins. Number 10, Khalil John Wentworth. Number 16, Michael Arthanis. Number 18, Dimitri Draper. Number 22, Zachary Hamidi. And number 23, Chris Paduco. And your goalkeeper is number 30, Ryan Kukowski. The Colts are coached by David Lovato. And your Lords are coached by the one and only Dave Ashfield.
Welcome back, everybody. The Lords walk into this, as I mentioned, 2-1-1. The Colts 3-0-1. Lords unranked in the province. The Colts sit at 7. In the last 5 games, the Lords have won 3 of them. The Centennial Colts have won 1 and 1 draw. We're going to see how these play out here at Vassos Field. Across these teams' entirety of playing each other, the history stands at 14 wins for Durham, 9 wins for the Colts, and 3 ties. Durham have won the last 3 of those matchups. And starting off here briefly. And away we go as Durham quick to split the field in half. And possession for the Colts. In the game previous, we had an absolute barn burner of a extra time goal, of which the Centennial Colts women's team were able to close out a extremely close game against the Durham Lords in a 3-2 win for the Colts to keep them undefeated on the season. And Durham falls to 2-3 in that regard. The star there for the Lords, of course, was number 15. Number 15 being for the Lords as Alexis Bailey. And a foul called against the Colts as the Lords get possession here down deep in their own end. Sorry, called against the Lords. Apologies. And that one, a big boot. Lords, good response. Centennial, a little bit of the same themselves as they come away with possession. Pushing forward. Just over a minute in and a corner all ready for the Colts. Looking for a big-time play. Big shot. And even better play by the Lords to keep it out. And this one goes to the keeper. In net for the Lords is number 30, Ryan Sokovsky. Has the 4th most saves in the OCAA. Looking to keep that going here. Not looking for anything to go awry. Of course, the keeper for Centennial, no slouch themselves. 2nd in the OCAA for goals average allowed. Or sorry, goals against average. Number 1, Joshua Narain averages a 0.66 average. Colts with possession. Foul practically at the edge of the field, but gonna be a free kick, I believe, on that one. But regardless, big shot now. The Lords look to cover and force him away from the ball as that one skips out. And that one going to go the way of the keeper. Once again, Sokovsky. Good header, keeps the Lords in play. Fighting for it now, good pass. Gets scrappy down to the corner. And that is going to be a keeper ball here. And the Colts breaking out of their own end, or at least an attempt. And they got possession deep in Lord's territory. Looking to slow it down, wait for some support. Quick step, fires, back corner. Tried to get the last touch. No good. Tracks it down. Good push off there to secure the ball. And better steal there from the Lords. Spin move. Breaks free. And a foul called against Lords number 9, DeAndre Watkins. And no foul on that defensive move from the Lords as that one goes out. The Colts get rid of it in this one. A Lords possession on the far sideline now. Big throw. And a bigger attack here as the Lords put 2 on pressure. And good return from Chris Minoko. And they call that out as the Colts stopped on their time back out. And out of play and possession back for the Lords now. Centennial trying to make some adjustments here. Question is that adjustment going to be enough? The Lords pressing now with the ball. Able to get the return. Send it down to the corner. Kicking it around for the heck of it. Inbounded for Durham. And a big kick to split the field. And here we go. The Lords back on the attack. Through ball opportunity. Kicked into the Centennial bench by a Colt. And possession for the Lords as they look to bring up their side. Ariel Muanza, as well as Tegan Marks. Those two have been working together in the backfield of this Lords team for the entire season, trying to work together to figure out exactly how to crack any given team. And have done a fairly good job at that. Of course, they had their first loss of the season and their only loss against Algonquin back in week 1. Since then have gone 2-0-1. A 2-1 win against George Brown, a 3-2 win against St. Lawrence, and a 2-2 tie against Seneca. The Lords on the free kick here. We saw a lethal free kick from Alexis Bailey in that opening game for the women's team for the Lords. Going to be looking for a little bit of the same here from Durham. Buried it top shelf, looking to do the exact same thing here. Big shot. Looking for the touch. Nothing. And possession to the keeper. Centennial's keeper, Joshua Narain, we talked about him earlier. One of the best goals against average in the league. And a big boot. Off target. Back to the keeper, Sokovsky. Muanza. To Marks. Hamidi. Back down to Marks. Over Sokovsky. Sokovsky going to slow this right down. Marks. Back Sokovsky. Centennial doing a great job of forcing the Lords to stay buried in their own end. Sokovsky takes it upon himself to fight for it. And pressing their way deep into Colts territory now. Durham gets in their own way and not able to sneak themselves through. And good one off their head. Durham going to kick this one around. Comes back to Marks off the open shot here. Gets rid of it. Down the line. Stutter step trying to break himself free. Immediately pressed. Back to Teagan Marks. Big shot. That big response there from Centennial puts it right out of play. Durham down to the corner off of that one. More than a few lethal corners in this last game here we saw with the women's teams. Lord's going to be looking for that same kind of play. Instead, they're going to keep it short, relying on their own ability to break free. Volley up to the sky. And instead of breakout opportunity as Teagan Marks hauling to get back into position. Keeping the breast for the Lords. Not giving him an inch. As the ball makes its way free. And a good play by Khalil John Wentworth to make sure that Centennial just can't push that ball again, can't give another opportunity. And it's going to be Ryan Sokovsky once again. And another one out of play. Down the line. Possession for the Lords. You see Centennial. They're going to start moving forward now. The Lords have been willingly backing themselves up into a corner. You have to wonder if that's eventually going to come back to bite them here. Got to be extra careful. Big shot overhead. Skips all the way back to the Colts keeper. Along the far side. Kicking it back around. Playing a little bit of keep away here as the Lords continue to keep this coverage up as they take away passing lanes, forcing them to keep it deep in their own end. That one goes out. Durham ball. And tripped up down at the net, so nothing to be had off the throw in on some movement out front. And the Lords having to back up. Playing along the far side. Quick tap. The volley up to the front. And a good header, but gives the Lords a corner kick opportunity. Centennial a good play to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Big corner. Playing to the far side. Looking for the header for the one time. Nothing to be had. Ariel Muanza almost had the opportunity of a lifetime to get the opener, but not going to have it there as he moves back to his normal defender position. And a big shot. This one going to stay in play, luckily. Tegan Marks forces a misplay out of the Colts there. And big fighting down near the camera as the Colts have finally managed to space their way out. Sokovsky. Still keeping himself scot-free here. Durham possession. Along the near side, Khalil John Wentworth once again. Getting rid of it, though. And foul. Centennial quick to take advantage of the chaos here from the Lords. Tried to get a step back here instead. It's Centennial moving forward again. Wide open. Excellent slide. All ball, the ref calls. I'm not going to lie, from the booth, I don't think he touched the ball. That was all hand up catching the bottom of the foot. But I ain't no ref. I know that for sure. I'm not that smart. Play continues no less. Fighting for it, draws the penalty there. Was John Wentworth there's Khalil John Wentworth once again. Just about at the end of the 20th minute here. Tegan Marks going to take this one. Marks, a big player for the Lords. He's been here for a long time. And a big shot to set him up down low. Header no good as the Colts save themselves from a rough opportunity. Lord's fighting for it down the far side, and the Colts almost broke through, but it looks like Durham happy to play a lot more aggressive, which we like to see here at Vassos Field. And quick volley. And quick kick in response. Durham manages to fight through themselves to keep possession. And the double coverage there from the Colts, able to force the press away as the ball skips to the far side. Mwanza fires a bomb. Colts keep themselves standing in this one. Neither team to record a shot on goal yet. Defense dictating this one. Foul against Durham. That one called against Durham's number 16, Michael Arfanis. Shot called in by the ref, so whenever he's ready to fire this free kick. Durham taking time, trying to make sure the cover's all there. And overshoots it is Centennial. Sokovsky gets rid of it. The Colts move forward. Lil John Wentworth almost has the volley that would have led to a nasty attack from the Lords. Instead, it's the Colts on the counterattack here. Quick stutter step, trying to break free. Quick pass. Looking for the cross. Stuffed out instead to offer the Colts a corner. If you're Durham, you're not too upset about this. You'd rather give up the corner than an opportunity at an open shot on the far side of the net. Well, on a corner, that opportunity presents itself just the same. It may just be a little more difficult to track. And big shot. No good. Sends it a mile instead to force the reset. And surprisingly, that ball stays in the field. We've already lost one today. We lost one last time we were here at Vassos. Wonder how many we'll get rid of by the end of the season. And Sokovsky reels that in. And across now. This time it's Tegan Marks. Sokovsky, the keeper. Walking forward in a big shot. And a relay. offside the call. The Lords lucky as ever because he had daylight. Sikorsky is an outstanding keeper. I don't know if he saves that. Tapping in for the Lords, number 15, Nathan Blowers. And going out is number 8, Jaden Grant. Battling down towards the corner, fighting him off. Keeper now with it. Joshua Narain. Narain looking for the big shot. Took him 25 minutes to notice the towel. I noticed in the first 3 seconds. Official had a little bit of a problem with how he had it set up, saying, could weigh down the net. But back in play regardless as the Lords make a play and get rid of it. Fighting for it. The Lords still with possession, battling their way to the corner. And out of play it goes, but the Lords lucky to keep it here. You could have made a decent argument that they were the last to touch it. Keep in mind, I can see about as much from here as you can on the camera. So, we're both looking at the same point of view as far as I'm concerned. And a huge check leaves a Colt on the ground, but overshot, and Centennial walks away with the ball regardless. Foul or not, they got the ball. DeAndre Watkis, the striker, almost had an opportunity to force a massive problem and steal that ball away from Joshua Narain before he even got the shot off. Or got the kickoff, rather. Sukovsky. And the Lords managing to play a little slow, keep possession. And can we see a volley to clear? How about a one-chance opportunity? Door closed on their faces by Joshua Narain. Feels like the Colts are almost getting a little too lucky. And the Lords, surely that amount of unfortunate comes back to bite them. You have to be looking for some of those shots if you're Durham. You have to be able to put them away. You can't just afford to sit there and say, it's okay, it happens. Some of those shots need to go in. If any of those come back to bite them, you're going to see Coach with more than a few words. And good response from the Colts as that one skips out of play. Offload here on the far side. Thrown out to midfield. Hamidi, the response. Out to Khalil John Watkins. Fighting through at least 4 Colts. They're going to call Khalil John Wentworth. Apologies, not Watkins. I had lost my marbles. Khalil John Wentworth gets called on the yellow there. Gotta look for that big cross here. Centennial gonna keep it short instead. Down the near sideline. Weaving through one after another. Cutting through the green and gold like they're tissue paper, and a great stop from Ariel Muanza. Ryan Sukovsky. Keeping it airborne. Not for long. Striker fighting for it. Through ball. Kicking it back up top. Durham slowing it back down now. And a call on the foul against the Colts. Free kick called here for Durham. The one to take it is Tegan Marks. Marks, big shot. Far side. Header and opportunity. No good there from Muanza. Got to look at him coming around the backside. Tegan Marks has eyes on Colts number 7, Adam Othman, the striker. And that one out instead. And possession once again for the Lords. Marks kicks it back instead to Ryan Sukovsky. Khalil John Wentworth tries to get rid of it. Lord's lucky that it stays in a little bit of a spin cycle here. No foul call by the ref. As Michael Arfanis fights for every inch here. And continuing to box out here, waiting for support. And a foul more than reasonably called here against the Colts as they start to get a little sloppy. The Colts 7 fouls so far on the game. The Lords, in fairness, not doing too much better. They got 5 of them. Free kick here. Tegan Marks not the one to take it this time. Number 22, Zachary Hamidi. I lied. Wentworth. Tried to get the volley. And the Lord's trainer gets called out. Surprised there wasn't a foul called on that, in my opinion. The keeper practically threw an elbow. At least from how we can see it up here. Keep in mind, very hard to see from a distance. Big kick from the keeper to put it back into Lord's territory. And volley up 1.5 miles. And that one goes the way of the Colts. And that one picked up by Ryan Sukowski. Looking to go for an offload, keeps it short over to Tegan Marks. Marks gets rid of it to Khalil John Wentworth. Of course, already has a yellow. Has to play careful now if he's going to play aggressive. It was a problem for the Lords the last time, 2 times ago when they were here at home, was a red card in the closing minutes. Really came back to bite them. Of course, nowhere near the closing minutes now. But you still can't afford to play silly if you're Durham. One loss on the ledger. You don't want to double it. Foul called against the Colts. And substitution here. Going in for the Lords is number 8, Jaden Grant. And going out, number 23 for Durham, Chris Minoko. And quick tap. Fighting down low in the corner. Opportunity comes knocking for Durham. Cross is there in the response just as well. Joshua Narain once again. Over to the far side now, Durham. Still with possession, still fighting. Coverage everywhere for the Colts, and they get away with it. Big shot down the line. Skips all the way to the keeper. Sukowski gets rid of it. Marks. Marks and Mwanza, seemingly the keeper's best friends. And how the Lords are playing this. Getting back now, the Colts opting to play fast. And an opportunity wide open, one-on-one with the keeper. Lucky to collect it in time, Ryan Sukowski. Shot goes right against his chest, but the second chance opportunity almost let it slip. Durham still with possession here. And coming back to it, the Colts make it there before Durham. Tried to cross. Caught up instead, Nathan Blowers. And skips its way out of play. Both teams looking to play with a little bit more. Skovsky to Marks. Marks gets rid of it. Khalil John Wentworth. Back to Teagan. Ryan Skovsky, big foot there. And big header in response. Mwanza tried to get a play just driving forward, but not going to be there. The Lords still keeping their weight on the attack, no less. Keeping it right up. Teagan Marks off his head. And opportunity for Centennial. Cross. The shot. Off a blocker. Straight into the hands of Ryan Skovsky. And foul called against Durham. Centennial not going to take any opportunity to slow down. Fighting for it. They're sending them to the penalty. A PK for the Colts, looking to break this one open. Just under 2 minutes till added time. Penalty kick. For all it's worth here, this one taken by number 15, Duarte Ventura Oliveira. Oliveira. Drills it. Why not him? Centennial breaks open scoring here at Vassos Field. 1-0 the score. Big shot. Trying to cross it. Feeds it instead to the Colts. And out of play, but the Colts playing incredibly fast right now. Came back to bite them that time as Ryan Skovsky able to reel it in. If you're Durham, you can't afford to get caught up in the chaos that is Centennial and how they're playing right now. A big boot. And good touch to keep it low to the ground. Durham, opportunity abound. Quick cut. And that call on the field as this one goes to the keeper. One minute of extra time awarded, 40 seconds of it already burnt. And a foul called. Both teams have been getting called on fouls like nobody's business. The Colts, 8 of them. The Lords, 6. Happy to keep going on these opportunities here. And that is the call for halftime. 46 minutes and about 15 seconds elapsed as the official gave him an extra couple. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes' time with the second half, and we'll catch you guys in just a little bit.
We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way. We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way.
Welcome back to OCAA action, men's soccer here at Vassos Field in Oshawa. The Durham Lords, the hosts, down 1-0 at half. We're going to see if they can get themselves back into this here as Centennial with possession to kick us off. Colts booting this one around here. I'm trying to keep it a little bit safer here. The issue for the Lords wasn't so much not getting any chance on offense, it was their ability to crack down on passing lanes. Of course, Centennial's only goal was off a PK, let alone the fact that that's their only shot on goal. Apologies. That was their only shot on goal. So you're hoping for a little bit of a better showing here if you're Durham to kind of close the door on this. Of course, both these teams fairly even. If you knock off Centennial's, casual 12-0 win versus Fleming, their stats are actually fairly normal. Impressive, but fairly standard. And a misplay to start us off from Durham. Quick inbound, hot pursuit from the Lords. Big shot over. And good slide from Tegan Marks. And a corner kick for the Colts. And Centennial going to opt to keep this as short, but play to the far side after. And Durham clears it by a country mile as they send it back to the Centennial keeper. Lords just looking to keep this out towards the midfield briefly while they reset. And they just had their pockets picked. Centennial regaining possession. Big shot. Out to midfield. Good block there from Tegan Marks. Sadly, a misplay there from the Lords, but they're still going to keep possession as they send it all the way back to Ryan Sokovsky. Boot to the far side. No foul on the play, so a good contest there from Centennial. That one goes off a Colt's face, but the Lords able to recover, and they're going to get possession here. That one off the chest of a Lord. And quick jab to keep that out of range, and it flies out of play. Possession for Durham. Quick throw, gets it back in. Sokovsky. All the way this time. Skips past Tegan Marks. And trying to play for it, instead boots it back. Durham with possession. For now. Ariel Mwanza gets rid of it. Driving is Durham. The Lords, you have to worry. This is a team that is very, very momentum based. And if they start chomping at each other, it means that they're not as focused. And you can already see the Lords maybe starting to get a little bit upset. And a corner kick for Durham. The volley. Second chance. And no chance for Durham to try and make even the slightest argument that that should be their ball. Prefer to have it stop deep in Centennial territory. Lords almost down there. Out instead. Wanza tapping out. Was fighting with a dressing there for a good while, I'm not going to lie. But going out briefly, no less. So coming back in his place is Daniel Truman, another defender. Got to wonder for that brief time with Mwanza if you play a little bit safer if you're Durham. But Mwanza right back, ready to get back on the field now that he's got that dressing off. That tensor was taped on tight, but he was fighting it for a good few minutes anyway. And they're actually going to pull Tegan Marks here instead of trying to put Mwanza back in for the one who took him out, as Tegan Marks makes his way to the bench as Ariel Mwanza gets back in. And that one up and stays in. What a great play there by number 15, Duarte Venera Oliveira. No foul called. And I'm sure you could hear it even through my mic all the way over there. And the ref done dealing with the Centennial bench. I don't know how much you guys could see on there. You could see the ref officially calling for that interaction to be finished. And the threat of a yellow card shuts up the Centennial bench, but a foul called against Centennial immediately thereafter, as the Lords an opportunity for a free kick. Taking it back for the Lords, keeping it slow. Question is, how long can you afford to keep it slow when you have a team like Centennial on your back? And that goes out, no corner. And the Lords, good play to keep this one out of Colt's hands. And an outstanding slide to keep that one still all the way in Centennial territory. And a substitution now as the goal scorer, Duarte Venera Oliveira, I believed was going out, but I was wrong, actually. Instead, going out is going to be Yahia El Dasuki, and going in for Centennial is number 28. That's going to be Frank William Andreacci. Long bomb here, but an opportunity no less for Durham. Through ball, first chance at it didn't go. Trying to go for a second, a little bit of fancy feet there as he breaks free. Walking down the sideline now. And a shot. Reeled in with no issue from Joshua Narain. Trying to keep his .66 average or lower here. And deep in Centennial territory, but their ball. And an opportunity immediately snuffed out by the keeper, Narain. But that ball sent a little too far as Durham able to regain possession. But a great play. And a quick mention to two Colts players there, saying that if they step on a ball again after a foul is called like that, or a player is rolling, they're getting called. They're getting called on, I believe the call was for a yellow. So a lot of threats coming out from the official. You got to wait to see if any of them are going to come out for truth there. Question of how long can Centennial afford to keep testing the resolve of this official before he cracks. Foul against the Lords. And great play on the far side there by Khalil John Wentworth. Almost got rid of it. And the Lords just opting to get rid of it. Put a stop to the attack. And give themselves half a moment to reset. In terms of their own mentality as well as their play. And the Lords actually able to come away with it in a big opportunity here. The Colts tripping over themselves. And a chance to fight back for it. The Lords box out to let it be their possession here. And a good joust there, able to take the Colts all the way down Lord's Field here. Sokovsky gets rid of it. Big shot. Tried to get the through ball there on the trick play, and foul called against Durham. Couple substitutions for Durham. In comes both number 7s. Christian Ritchie from the Lords and Adam Othman from Centennial. And another substitution for the Lords was Olamayan with Yakaran comes in, and I was not able to see who he took out. Apologies. Durham with possession here to throw this one in. Of course, having to find the ball by the looks of it, but ends up coming away with it. And Colts driving again. And that's not how you set yourself up. And a great save there. Sukovsky drives his leg through the ball. And lucky to come away with that one. I don't know if there was anyone there on the far side of him to take advantage of it, or if that was just another Lord ready to send that one a mile. But Sukovsky, a great play to isolate. Big boot to keep it high in the sky. And a foul against Centennial. As the Lords push forward. Kept short. If you're Durham, how much longer do you wait before you start taking risks here? Because you are running out of time. Of course, 25 minutes still to play before extras, but regardless, you can't afford to be giving any kind of open air to a team like this. The Lord slicing through like a hot knife through butter. But a great defensive play to stop their attack for a brief moment. And Big Shot splits the field. foul deservingly called there, considering a Lords player was thrown face first into the turf. And free kick here. Sends it low. And Durham corner it is. Taking a look around the league today in terms of men's soccer, we had a tie game all the way up in Ancaster, Redeemer, and Lambton, 1-1 the final on that. 30 minutes into the second half, all the way out in Hamilton as Mohawk and St. Clair take each other on 1-1. The score in that in the 32nd minute of the half. Not too much longer left to go there. No report yet all the way out from Ottawa with an Algonquin versus Cambrian game. Of course, here in Durham, we have a 1-0 lead for the Colts. And taking a trip all the way out to Kingston, St. Lawrence, the game 1-0 the advantage for Lakehead University over St. Lawrence. We'll keep you guys updated across the league as this game progresses so you figure out exactly what is going on. Coach of the Centennial Colts calling for a couple adjustments here. Doesn't seem like anything major, though. A yellow card issued to Centennial Colts player number 13, Luca Ferrari. You got to wonder, especially with the amount of threats that this official has made, if these yellow cards are going to start flying out and start handing them out like Hot Pockets. Khalil John Wentworth, the free kick. And the finish for Durham. Put it in and buried. The score tied here in Durham. Number 22, Zachary Hamidi, puts it away to tie up the score. Tied for second in the league with assists. How about we get a goal on the board? And he's got it in a big bad way as Durham ties it up 1-1. And a quick substitution here as the Lords tap in Khalil John Wentworth. And going out there for the Lords was number 7, Christian Ritchie. And keeping it short. Centennial quick on the attack, trying to drive across. The answer is there. Centennial, what a play! The equalizer. That one for Centennial's number 28. Coming off the bench, Frank William Andreacci finds his first. And a couple substitutions here for Durham. Got his arm bandaged up, and Christian Ritchie's back out there, as well as Jaden Grant. That is Frank William Andreacci's first goal of the season. Congratulations for him, but Durham is back in panic mode, because they got to play themselves out of a hole once again. And another substitution here for Durham. Out goes Dimitri Drykos, and in goes number 25, Josiah Morgan. A little bit of another little defender swap here, as the Lords look for fresh legs in these closing few minutes. Durham an opportunity. Hits the outside of the nylon. Big shot, wide open on the far side. Coach calling for Centennial to maybe put the brakes on a little bit. And big pass across. And good offense there, Yosmar Anaya. Flattens a Lord, but no penalty called on it, and we'll keep going here at Vassos. And shot across. Tried to get his second goal there. Not quite to be. Kicking it back around, Ariel Mwanza. Mwanza. A low pass. Just wasn't what the Lords needed at that second. Centennial Colts questioning how many fouls were called on DeAndre Watkins so far. But 3 is the official response, so he's got no problem. And the big column of players disperses out towards the net. And what a block. By Ryan Sukovsky. Another outstanding save to keep them in this game. of course, a corner the threat now instead of the free kick. We saw how lethal they were off of that. Imagine how they are coming out parallel from the net. And big volley across. Falls right into the hands of Sokovsky. Dribbling it, fires. All the way in Colts territory, gives it back to their keeper. Joshua Narain has 1 goal against him so far, so his .66 average won't necessarily be the same after this, but still looking pretty good. Sokovsky averages 2 goals against and has met that quota, unfortunately, for the green and gold, but and big shot over the net. Ryan Sokovsky, big shot. Good play by Durham. Only gets ball there. Gets it in, secures it on that slide tackle. And the official is going to call for a substitution by force. And he briefly steps out, but comes back in at the will of the ref. And off the head, up into the sky. Shot to keep it low for Durham, but skips all the way back to Sokovsky. And the Colts managed to come away from that one. And a foul against Durham. And fighting for it. And good touch there to keep it in possession of the Lords, but for how long? And Centennial was calling to not let him break out, but that's exactly what the Lords did. Unfortunately for the Lords, they were fight off the ball, but fighting right back in. Durham tries to clear it, instead feeds to Centennial. Clears it themselves. Missed volley attempt. And instead, this is going to fall the way of the Lords. Tried to have a clean pass. Lords driving. All the way deep inside Centennial territory. The shot! Bar down and out. The crowd's up in arms about that one. I saw one person calling for VAR. Don't think we got that here in the OCAA, but I'd be impressed if we did. Big shot. And coming out here for Centennial is number 5. That's going to be Dante Forte. And going in for Centennial is going to be number 4, Emerson Pugh. Or sorry, Emerson Pugh is number 3. Vlasis Papathemiou is going to be checking in there. And big shot here. The Lords still fighting for every inch. They know that they have them at the end of their rope here. Yellow card to number 4. The recent substitution of Vlasis Papathemiou. Apologies. And a free kick here. A big one here for Khalil John Wentworth. And kept in play by Durham. Durham transitioning back. Big kick. Clears it far side. Even better volley here from Durham. And a header tries to break them out. And kick sends it free. Lord's possession. And the throw in, but no support here for Durham. So they're still fighting for it. And it goes out. And Centennial managing to fight their way out of a phone booth down there. And they break free. And another yellow to Centennial. And a little bit of a kick in the gut here, quite literally, in this case. And that one going out to number 6, Marco Supa. Maybe not the gut. And coming in for the Lords is going to be number 3, Kira Sindayigaya, sorry. And short boot this time. Response from the Colts. And part 2, Durham keeps possession. Someone's got to play it here for Durham as it almost makes its way free. And the cross. The finish. Not there. Durham able to regain possession. What a play by Centennial. I know I've said it before, but they fought their way out of a phone booth with that one. And they managed to break free here as the Colts get on the offense here. Split the field. And why not another? Centennial have cracked the floodgates, and that may be wraps as the striker, Adam Othman, buries the last one. The official calling for 3 minutes of extra time. The Lords are going to need every last second to drag themselves into this. At this point, if you're Durham, the score is irrelevant. You got to drag everyone forward. Trust your keeper as much as you can. Lords can't afford to play slow here, and the offense is proving that. And to the keeper, the ball goes. Three to 1 the score. Of course, extra time keeps going past our 90-minute counter. And foul called against Lords number 4, Ariel Mwanza. And Colts taking their sweet time here as they volley it way to the far side. The Lords on offense now. And foul. If I'm the Lords in that scenario, I'm letting Ryan Sokovsky take this and just dragging everyone forward. But understandable, I don't coach soccer. So, my opinion is irrelevant. Lord's forced to play on the attack here, and that one ticks out, and it's going to the corner. Cleo John Wentworth this time. And that corner was just really, really low. And there just wasn't ever an opportunity to play it up. And a good volley clears it deep into Colts territory as the keeper sends it a mile instead. And a foul called this time against number 9, DeAndre Watkins. And the official calls for the last whistle, and that is game here at Vassos Field. The Lords 0-2 on the day as the Colts move up here. The Lords 2-2-1. The Colts move their way up to stay undefeated at 4-0-1. Both these teams have their next game coming up. Of course, Centennial going to be heading all the way out to play Cambrian back at home in Scarborough. Saturday, the 27th at 3:30 p.m. The Lords, on the other hand, are coming right back here to Vassos, playing the Fleming Phoenix Wednesday the 24th at 6 p.m. Thank you guys all very much for tuning in. Myself, Etienne Skitch, on the mic. I hope you guys all had a great night, and I will catch you guys on the next game. Have a good night, everybody.